For years, you've been told that deep breathing is the fastest way to calm anxiety. But new research from Stanford University shows that traditional deep breaths aren't actually the most effective way to calm your mind. Instead, scientists have identified a simple, powerful breathing pattern called the cyclic sigh, and it works noticeably faster. In today's video, I'll explain why you should stop relying on standard deep breathing, why this new approach works better, and exactly how to perform it correctly to reduce your anxiety. Stress and anxiety have unfortunately become part of our daily package. We are constantly hunting for ways to turn off that noise because, as you know, living in a state of high alert is sustainable for no one. For a long time, deep breathing was the go-to answer. And to be fair, it does help a bit. It can distract you and help you settle down. But recently, science has found a gap in that method. Sometimes a single deep breath just isn't enough to physically reset your level of physiological arousal. That's where the data comes in. In a study published in the journal Cell Reports Medicine, researchers at Stanford didn't just guess, they put breathing to the test. They divided over 100 participants into groups to compare 3 specific techniques: mindfulness meditation, box breathing, and cyclic sighing. They monitored these groups for 28 days, tracking their mood, respiratory rates, and sleep. The result? Well, all the techniques helped. Cyclic sighing was the clear winner. The data showed it was significantly more effective at improving positive mood and lowering respiratory rate than the other traditional methods. So why did it win? To understand that, we have to look at the biology of how your lungs work. Inside your lungs, there are millions of tiny air sacs called alveoli. Think of them like tiny balloons. When you are stressed or anxious, these little balloons tend to collapse and deflate. Here's the problem. A standard single deep breath often isn't strong enough to pop those deflated balloons back open. If they stay collapsed, you can't effectively clear out carbon dioxide. And we know from physiology that when CO2 builds up, your brain interprets that as a threat, keeping your anxiety levels high. This is why the cyclic sigh works. It uses a double inhale. The first inhale fills your lungs normally, but it's the second, shorter inhale right on top of the first one that's the magic key. That little extra sip of air increases the pressure just enough to physically pop those collapsed air sacs open. Once they're open, you can perform a long exhale. This dumps out significantly more carbon dioxide than a normal breath. It signals to your brain almost instantly that the threat is gone and it's safe to relax. All right, now let's actually do this together. The best part? You don't need to memorize anything complicated. It's just 3 simple steps. We'll go through one full round right now. Start by taking a slow breath in through your nose for about 2 to 3 seconds. Fill your lungs gently. Not too hard, just a natural full inhale. Now pause for a moment and take a second quick inhale through your nose. This one is shorter and sharper. You're just topping off your lungs. It might feel a little tight in your chest, and that's completely normal. Now exhale fully through your mouth, making a soft whoosh sighing sound. Let this exhale be long, around 6 to 8 seconds. Imagine your whole body dropping the tension as you breathe out. That's it. That's one complete cyclic sigh. The Stanford study had participants do this for 5 minutes a day, but even just 3 rounds when you feel panic, stress, or anxiety rising can help you feel a real physical shift in how grounded you are. So give it a try in your routine. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe for more science-backed tools, and I'll see you in the next video.